In the dead of night, when the world is supposed to be asleep, the thin line between safety and terror is just a phone call away. For emergency dispatchers, these calls are a nightly reality. But some calls are different. They carry a chill that lingers long after the line goes dead, whispers of a horror that defies explanation. These are the stories that stay with you, the moments when ordinary life collides with the inexplicable. We've gained access to the audio from 3 such calls. Every word you are about to hear is real. The terror is real, and in many cases, the mystery remains unsolved. Prepare yourself. What you are about to experience is a journey into the heart of fear. Case File 1. The Whispering Woman. The date is October 17, 2011. The location, a quiet suburban home in rural Ohio. The time is just past 2 a.m. A 911 call comes through, but the voice on the other end is barely audible. A desperate whisper laced with pure, unadulterated fear. The dispatcher struggles to hear her. 911. What's your emergency? The reply is faint. Please, ... You have to be quiet. Someone is in my house. The dispatcher, trained for these moments, lowers her own voice. Ma'am, can you tell me where you are? The woman's breath is ragged. I'm in my bedroom closet. I heard a noise downstairs. A floorboard creaked. I thought it was my cat, but he's in here with me. Through the crack in the closet door, she could see a sliver of her own hallway. A shadow moved. It wasn't the shifting of moonlight or the sway of a tree outside. It was deliberate. It was human. The dispatcher asks, "Can you see them? Do you know who it is?" The woman's whisper tightens, filled with panic. "No, I can't see their face. They're just ... standing there. In the living room. They're not taking anything. They're just looking around." The silence on the line is heavy, broken only by the woman's shaky breathing and the distant, muffled sound of a floorboard groaning under unfamiliar weight. The intruder isn't ransacking the place. They're not looking for valuables. Their movements are slow, methodical, as if they are searching for something or someone. The dispatcher assures her that officers are on their way, just a few minutes out. But to the woman hiding in the dark, every second stretches into an eternity. "Please hurry," she whispers, her voice cracking. I think they know I'm here." Then a new sound cuts through the tension, a soft, rhythmic sound. Thump, thump, thump. It's coming up the stairs. The dispatcher hears it too. "Ma'am, what's that noise?" The woman's reply is a choked sob. "They're coming up. Oh God, they're coming up the stairs." The footsteps stop right outside her bedroom door. The doorknob begins to turn, slow and deliberate. The line is filled with the sound of a muffled scream, then an abrupt, terrifying silence. When police arrived minutes later, they found the house empty. The front door was locked from the inside. There were no signs of forced entry. The only thing out of place was the closet door, left slightly ajar. The woman was never seen again. Case File 2. The Unresponsive Mother. Our second case takes us to a small apartment complex in Florida on a sunny afternoon. May 4th, 2015. The call is startling not for what is said, but for who is saying it. The voice is small, childlike. "Hello, 911? The dispatcher responds gently. "Hello, this is 911. What's wrong?" The child's voice is calm, almost matter of fact. "My mommy won't wake up." The dispatcher's tone remains professional, but shifts with urgency. "Okay, sweetie, can you tell me your name?" "My name is Lily." "Lily, where is your mummy right now?" "She's on the floor, in her bedroom." The dispatcher begins walking the child through the standard procedure. "Okay, Lily, can you go to your mommy and shake her shoulder? Yell her name really loud. Tell me if she moves." A few seconds of silence follow. Then the child's voice returns, unchanged. "I did. She's not waking up." The dispatcher tries a different approach. "Is she breathing? Lily, can you put your ear next to her mouth and feel for her breath?" Again, a pause. Then, the response that sends a shiver down the spine. "No, she's cold." The dispatcher's focus is now twofold. Keep the child on the line and get help there as fast as possible. She asks Lily if the front door is unlocked. "It is," the little girl says. "She told me to never open it for strangers." The innocence of that statement, juxtaposed with the grim reality of the situation, is heartbreaking. The dispatcher assures Lily that the people coming are not strangers, they are friends who are coming to help her mummy. She tries to keep the child talking, to distract her from the scene in the bedroom. "Lily, what's your favorite cartoon?" I like the one with the blue dog. She talks about her toys, her favorite snacks, a world of childhood innocence existing in the same small space as a silent, unmoving tragedy. But then, Lily says something that changes the entire tone of the call. There's a man here. The dispatcher is taken aback. A man. Lily, where is the man? The little girl's voice drops to a whisper. He was here when I woke up. He was watching Mummy sleep. He told me to be a good girl and stay quiet. A wave of dread washes over the dispatch center. This wasn't a medical emergency. This was something else. Lily, where is the man now? She asks, her voice tight. He's gone, Lily says. He left when the sun came up. Paramedics and police arrived to find the scene exactly as the child described. Her mother had passed away in the night. The cause of death was officially ruled as natural. There were no signs of a break-in, no evidence of another person ever being in the apartment. The man Lily described was never found. He was just a ghost in a child's memory. Case File 3, The Man on the Road. Our final call comes from the remote, winding roads of West Virginia. The date, November 28, 2018. The time, nearly midnight. A man is driving home from a late shift at work. The road is dark, surrounded by dense forest, and a thick fog has rolled in, reducing visibility to just a few feet beyond his headlights. Suddenly, he slams on his brakes. His car skids to a halt. Shaken, he dials 911. There's a man standing in the middle of the road. The dispatcher asks for his location, which he gives, his voice trembling. Sir, is the man injured? Does he need help? The driver's answer is hesitant. I don't think so. He's just standing there. He's not moving. The dispatcher advises him to stay in his car with the doors locked. Can you describe him? She asks. It's hard to see in this fog, the driver says, leaning forward, trying to peer through his windshield. He's tall, wearing dark clothes. I can't see his face. He's just a silhouette, but he's staring right at my car. He hasn't moved a muscle. The driver honks his horn, once, twice. The figure remains perfectly still, an unnerving statue in the beams of the headlights. He's not reacting, the driver says, his voice rising in panic. He's just standing there staring. This isn't right. This isn't normal. The dispatcher, sensing his growing fear, tries to keep him calm. Okay, sir, just stay on the line with me. Officers are being dispatched to your location. The driver lets out a shaky breath. Okay, ... okay. For a full minute, there is only the sound of the car's engine and the driver's anxious breathing. The figure hasn't moved. Then, the driver gasps. Oh my God, he's moving. The dispatcher asks, what is he doing, sir? He's walking towards me. The driver whispers, he's walking so slowly. Why is he smiling? I can see him smiling now. The driver's voice escalates into a terrified shout. He's right at my window. He's right here. The call is filled with the sound of the man screaming, the revving of an engine, and the squeal of tires. Then, the line goes dead. Police found the car abandoned on the side of the road the next morning. The engine was cold, the driver's side door was wide open, and his phone lay on the passenger seat. The 911 call still open on the screen. The driver was gone. No footprints were found around the car except for his own. The man in the road was never seen again. These calls are real. The horror remains unsolved.